Hello and welcome back to Tinker Talks Guns. Red dot sights and other reflex sights, green dots, whatever you want to call them, they're common today. They're very common. In fact, most manufacturers now offer their pistols with an optics cut. They are ubiquitous and they are small, robust, and have gotten quite inexpensive. This Siley optic is less than $120. And yet it stands up to torture tests and continues to work and maintains its zero. I mean, everything you could ask for. But it wasn't always that way. Sometime around the end of the 1980s, early 1990s, people in various disciplines of speed shooting competition had realized that red dots offered a distinct advantage for that type of competition. But red dots were not small then. In fact, they weren't suitable to mount on a slide at all, so they had to come up with various other schemes and to put quite big red dots on competition pistols. Now, this is a more recent optic, but it is representative of the breed, and this is often a way they were mounted. And normally you would see this on a full-length, full-dress, compensated match gun with all the bells and whistles. But things happened. So I was at a gunsmith's the other day, and in their case they had this mount, which you can see replaces the grip panel and holds the mount cantilevered over the slide. With this optic, which I actually have a use for, it's a couple generations out of date, but it's still a perfectly useful optic. And I couldn't resist. Now, I bought it for the optic, but I thought I had to show it doing what it's supposed to do, except maybe in the stupidest way I could think of, which was putting it on a 3.5-inch 1911. So, and I have to say, all of that fixed, non-reciprocating weight is actually really helpful in rapid fire. And the dot, while suboptimal, does allow you to get on target very, very quickly. You know, there's a reason that these became so dominant in competition that they gave them special classes to keep them from competing with guns that didn't have them. And it was fun, but that's not really the way we do things today. Time and technology have moved on, and thank God for that. So you can see this just simply replaces the grip panel. Now, I had to modify it because this is an officer's length grip, but I have no plans to use this for anything in the future. I just wanted the optic. But anyway, so there's a little bit of history for you. You know, there was a time when seeing a mount like this at the Steel Challenge or other events like that, it's what the winners were using. And it's the reason that more rational, practical solutions were eventually evolved, because they give a genuine edge in competition. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say, and now I'll return this gun to its original form and dismount this optic and do something more sensible with it. Shout out to my supporters on Patreon. It's very much a shoestring operation, and your contributions help more than you know. I also like to thank channel benefactors, those individuals and businesses that have contributed to the channel in innumerable ways and really helped make this work. Also, as always, shout out to Rain City Shooting Center for providing material support for the channel. Hope you all have a good day, stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you again real soon.